Greeny, you're coaching Pettersson, and I know you play with a lot of great players, whoever it may be, but do you ever watch them and be like, oh my God, like I've never seen that? There was one clip, I think it was in San Jose a couple weeks ago, where he just played keep away and started in his own zone. He went to the neutral zone, he kept the puck. I mean, he's doing stuff. Do you ever catch yourself on the bench saying, oh my God, I've never seen that?
Yeah, I have a couple. It's probably been 5 or 6 times this year where he's even made some bank passes, not just the long one that you guys saw Besser score early in the year, but even in the offensive zone where he's skating away from the D-man and he's hammered it off the sidewall back to him, and it's pretty impressive. The vision that this kid has and the hockey sense, and we're lucky that we've got him here, and he's still maturing, still growing into the league. It's going to be exciting when he finally gets to his full development. That's for sure.
How do you handle that, Greeny, when you kind of respect what he's doing and you kind of you like what you're seeing, but you still got to keep the player on task? I mean, no player, like, you know what I'm talking about? It's like you like what he's doing, but it's like you got to say, you know what, you're not above everybody else. I'm going to stay on you too.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. With a lot of young offensive-minded players, you worry about them, taking shortcuts, not worrying about the team. And I'll be honest, with this guy, with Petey, it's been a little bit different. I've told him I'll never take away from your creativity, your offensive instincts, your offensive stuff with the puck. I just ask you to buy in. I just want you to play to win. And I haven't had one instant with this guy, with this player, that has been a problem that way. He's rare. He gets it.
Yeah.
He wants to win. He wants to do well, wants to score individually, but he really understands the team concept, and it's been really refreshing to have a player like this right now.
Elias from Vancouver. Tomorrow night we're chatting with the head coach of the Canucks, Travis Green.
Travis, I've always thought this was the hardest time to win hockey games because there was a group of teams that were clearly the elite in the league. Then there was a group that was really desperate, still fighting for the playoffs. Then there was a group that was just so relaxed that they played really well because there was no pressure on them.
Right.
So where are you right now? You're still in that desperate stage with literally 5 teams fighting for those last couple of spots?
It's funny. We had a team meeting today. We played the worst game I've probably seen our team play in 2 years in Vegas, and had a long meeting today, day off yesterday, and we talked about different stages of the team of the season. There's the first 20, there's 20 to 60, and then there's the last 20 and playoffs, and the temperature rises as you go along, and we're in that final 20 now, and the temperature's gone up. I believe our team believes they're still in it, so I don't think we're at that loose stage yet. And I'm glad. I want them to believe that we can make it, and we can. We'd have to go on a run, but we can't worry about going on a run. We just got to worry about the next game. But I believe with our team, we got a really young team. Obviously, we got a lot of injuries right now, but they still believe inside that they can do it, but they also are learning that this time of the year is a lot harder. You play the Vegases, they're dialing it up, they're cranking it up, and especially our young skilled guys, they haven't played it this time of the year. Brock Besser was hurt last year at the end of the season. He hasn't seen these kind of teams playing this way. Petey's, it's been a long season for Petey in ways, and the temperature's higher, so it's valuable lessons that they're learning as we go along here. And I know the heartbeat of the team is that they still believe they're in it.
Greeny, is it difficult to kind of like just what you're talking about right there? And I understand it, but is it like so hard to tell your players to know and understand, walking into the rink where things are different, to tell them this is not going to be easy? I don't know, you can go through drills or X's and O's, but to actually understand what's happening, I don't know, something you just said there just kind of clicked in my head. I'm like, you can't really tell that to somebody and make them understand.
No, you can't, and they got to learn it. They got to experience it, and it's funny. I put on the board today what I told them before the game in Vegas, And, I said we're going to have to compete in all areas of the game. I also said, if we want to win tonight, we have to pay a price to win.
Yeah.
We're going to have to pay a price if we want to win. And today I put, when I went over it, I said, I told you guys that we're going to have to pay the price to win. That means you're going to have to get uncomfortable. That means you're going to have to go to a hard place on the ice that you're putting yourself in a hard spot. And, I'm guessing that some of you probably have doubts creep in your head. And you might not wanted to go to those areas. Well, the next time those thoughts creep in your head, you've got to get them out of your head and embrace it and be excited about the challenge and want to take it head on. And those are the kind of things we talk about with a young group. And, as mad as you get sometimes, and I was mad at them after the game, we make sure that we come back and we give them valuable lessons and try to teach them as we move forward.